Oh my god, that's the wonkiest. Oh my goodness me. Seems right. Oh. And welcome back to my channel, The Daily Wine. So today we are trying a bottle of sparkling Prosecco, I think. And I'm going to be discussing my current thoughts on the Love Islanders. So I'm literally obsessed with Love Island. So I thought, what better video to film than me discussing my initial thoughts on the new Islanders. But first, let's get on with trying wine. So, I found this in my fridge. I don't know what it is and I don't know who it belongs to. But I thought I would have it. There was only this much left in the glass and it had a spoon in it to keep the bubbles in. Well, it doesn't look very bubbly at all. I think it was from Perry's birthday. Don't remember a lot about it, so couldn't tell you, but I'm guessing it is. So, oh my god. This is alcohol free. Oh. Alcohol free. What's the point? What is the point? Not even an ounce, not even 1% alcohol, 0.0% alcohol. I am so offended that someone would drink this in my house. This goes against my religion and someone has sinned in my living area. Oh my god. I'm only joking. I think it was Phoebe's and I think she drove home. I mean, I am thoroughly disappointed that this is alcohol free, but I'll be fine. It'll do me good to have a day off from drinking, honestly. I'm happy about this. Yay. So, this is Freixenet. Obviously, the bottles on Freixenet I've always thought are absolutely beautiful. I think the ones with alcohol in are even better looking, to be honest. But that's just me. There is not much I can tell you about this at all. It smells like arse, to be honest. Alcohol-free wine. From EU, 90%. How is it 90% from the EU? It's either fully from the EU or not from the EU at all. How is it 90%? They have its toe in the bit of water that isn't like the EU. I don't get it. There is nothing on this to tell me how it's meant to taste. Just alcohol-free sparkling. So I don't actually think it's Prosecco. I think it's, yeah, it's alcohol-free sparkling wine. Well, oh, light fruity enjoyment. Well, I'll tell you if I enjoy it or not. Thank you, Freixenet. I actually don't know how to pronounce this, and I really feel that Freixenet isn't right, and that I am just butchering the language, but I have nothing else to base it off of, because I've never said it out loud before. It's got an I in it, and an E after it, so I'm guessing it's like Freixenet? Freixenet? Ooh, that doesn't sound right. I don't really care. Let's try the wine. Cheers! I take it back. That is delicious. That is really, really nice. Oh, the smell is horrible. Oh my goodness, but it smells like the worst smell, but tastes so yummy. Wow, that is really fruity. I was not honestly expecting it to taste like that. It tastes like juice. It tastes like you know those big cartons you can get with the handles that have like summer fruit drink in it and stuff, like summer fruit. It's like squash, but not squash. It's like a mixture of squash and juice kind of thing. It's like that. It's delightful. I'm impressed. If only alcoholic wine tasted like that, then I would be good. And because the fizz is gone, because I don't really like fizzy, that's like perfect for me. Yeah, I really like that. Obviously, I can't give it a 10 out of 10 because there's no alcohol in it. If I'm putting myself through the torture of drinking wine, I want there to be alcohol. However, that is a delicious juice. It does say on the back like it's de-alcoholized wine, so it is actually wine, but it's, yeah, no alcohol for me on this channel deserves a 10 unless it's got alcohol in it. I think that would be betraying myself, my religion, all, what, 30 of my followers. I think that would be betraying everyone, so it cannot be a 10 or a 9 for that matter. I would be happy to give it an 8. Screw it. This is for all my non-alcoholic drinkers, whether it be based on your religion that you can't drink because you're pregnant, or because you're a driver, or any of that. Or if you just don't do it anymore because you've given up. That is an 8 drink, guys. If you don't drink and you want something that tastes like alcohol but isn't, I recommend that. 8 out of 10, very well done, Pashana. Moving on. So next up, we are going to be discussing the current Love Islanders. So, new series started on Monday. It is now Thursday, and I am loving it so far. I'm very, very excited for tonight's episode because a lot of stuff's gone down. But I thought this one, I thought maybe I'll just do one a week because I love Love Island. And yeah, so I just thought maybe this one, I just talk about my initial thoughts on the cast, basically. So let's begin. So, number 1 is Aaron. So Aaron is 24 years old, and he's a luxury events host. Aaron is very, very cute. I don't feel like he's had much of a chance because he was obviously with Shannon. We'll get to that. So I don't feel like he's had much of a love chance. And I think he will have a personality when he comes out of it. He's just been a little bit quiet at the minute because he hasn't really had a chance because Shannon really didn't want to be with him. I don't think he was, I mean, he picked Shannon, which is very, very brave out of the lineup, despite the fact she didn't step forward, but it didn't pan out well for him because she was just like, I still don't want to be with you even though you picked me. So yeah, it's not panning out well with him. I think he's going to be fun. I worry that he's going to be a bit of a player. Like, I wonder, like with Naz last year, do you remember? He was like really cute and we were like, oh, protect him at all costs. And then he got with Demi, and then he went to Casa Amor and came back with someone and mugged Demi off. And I remember just being like, what the hell? So I feel like he might be a little bit like Naz, but I'm hoping that I'm wrong because he's very cute. He's got a really, really nice smile as well. Next, Sharon. What do I say about Sharon? So Sharon is 25. She gives off big Tory vibes. No, I'm not a big Tory vibes kind of person, do you know what I mean? I might be wrong about that, but immediately in my mind, if I'm getting Tory vibes, I'm like, ooh, what to say? Do you know what I mean? Which is annoying though, because I actually thought her and Hugo would make a cute couple, but they're just not really come to fruition or anything, which is a bit of a shame, but I'm sure they're both doing fine. I think she stood up for herself well when he like mugged her off. She like played it off really, really cool basically, which is quite nice. And I think if she needed to, she'd have a bit of a voice. I think she'd be a bit like Amy, like she would just shout out her feelings and wouldn't care, which is really, really cool. So I like that about her. But yeah, just a bit of Tory energy at the minute, so I'm just trying to get my head around her. Haven't seen too much from her either, to be fair. Like, neither of those two have really had the airtime so far. So once we find out a bit more about them, and then it'll be easier to tell, do you know what I mean? Liberty! I love Liberty. She is so cute. I don't usually like a Birmingham accent. I love her. I love her more when she doesn't speak. No, I actually don't care. Her accent doesn't bother me that much. Like, it's only a few words that she says, but honestly, my accent's well annoying as well. She's really, really cute. I really hope her and Jake stick together because firstly, because I put a bet on him winning on Sky Sports. Secondly, I am in a sweepstakes and she's my person, so like either way, it would be good if either of them won. She's really cute. She's 21 and is a waitress. I just think she's got very, very pure intentions. She reminds me of like Jess and Eve, like not like in a ditzy way, because I think Jess and Eve would be happy to say that they're ditzy. Like they've got brains in other areas, but like when they talk about some things, they're a little bit ditzy, which is fine. Like, everyone's a bit ditzy, but I think she's just like got a very like pure little energy, and I just think she's like a nice person that doesn't want to hurt anyone, which I think is really, really cute, and I think she'll be loyal as well. So yeah, I like Liberty. Hugo is a 24-year-old PE teacher, which I think is hilarious. Imagine being in school and seeing your teacher go on TV. You just be like, oh no. Especially when your teachers go on TV to just have sex, like, ah! That would absolutely do me in and I would have to quit school, I think. Hugo, yeah, Hugo's quite nice. Again, I don't think he gave Sharon a fair chance, to be fair. Like, I know he said they weren't vibing really, but I don't even feel like they gave each other the time of day. Like, I especially don't feel like he approached her at all, because I remember her saying, like, I don't really feel like anything's happening here, and because he's just not talking to her. Like, what do you expect? So, yeah, a bit weird vibes from Hugo. I feel like he's probably very eager to find a partner, and he had a chance to get to know someone, and he's just been like, oh, no. So I feel like he might be one of those that just, like, eyes wandering everywhere. Which, you know, fair enough, you are on Love Island, you gotta put your eggs in every basket. But just, like, give people a chance first, Hugo, please. How are you gonna find love otherwise? Shannon. Shannon. I am fuming about Shannon. Oh my goodness. So Perry was sat on the toilet whilst I was watching it, because he doesn't really care that much. And all of a sudden he heard me scream, no! And he was like, what? And he comes running in, and I was like, she's gone. He was like, who's gone? I was like, Shannon's gone. When I tell you I was sat there in tears after Shannon leaving, after knowing her for 2 days, I was absolutely furious. Firstly, ever since the videos came out, I always thought to myself, I had a few girls in mind, I thought to myself, she is one of my favourites. Absolutely stunning, like, beautiful hair, beautiful features, like everything about her, like her eyes, her lips, everything is chef's kiss. Her hair, I can't get over it. It's so gorgeous. If I had that hair, I would look at myself in the mirror every second of the day. To then find out that this wonderful woman who hasn't even had a chance of getting to know a boy, it's gone. It's gone. I am so unhappy, because I really think she was going to be a lot of fun. Like, I think she was like a hidden. She reminds me a bit of Amber. Like Amber, like and Shannon, they were both like, oh, I'm not just kissing anyone, I'm not doing that, I'm not doing that, which is not like nice. They knew they have their own boundaries and stuff, and they know their own boundaries. And she reminded me like that, like very headstrong, can handle herself. And to find out that she's gone, I was just like, why though? What is the point? You don't have to put in a twist that's so big that it's just stupid for the actual Islander. Does that make sense? Like, yeah, put in your twists and turns, but she's quarantined for so long to go on the show for 2 days. That's just not fair. That is just not fair. Especially when everyone else usually gets out around day 5. At least you get a week in the sun, not 2 days in the sun, you know? So yeah, not best pleased about that. I have a sneaky suspicion that she's coming back, because I've been on her socials and she hasn't posted anything. Usually when they get eliminated, the first thing they do is go on like an Instagram live or post on their Instagram stories, and there was none of that this time. So I mean, unless they told her not to, of course, but I'm sure usually I've got to like check out their socials, and they've usually like posted like, well, it's over. And as from what I remember seeing so far, she hasn't posted that yet, so I'm thinking she might come back. But yeah, very annoyed about Shannon leaving. She's a 22-year-old model, by the way, obviously. Look at her. Jake! I love Jake. He just loves sucking toes. I would say that every time I watch it. I love sucking toes. I think he's so cute. He's 24-year-old super engineer. No, water engineer. I was reading he's from Western Superman. I really like him. He's so hench. He's like this. He's got tattoos everywhere. He's absolutely amazing. But he's just like seems like a really nice guy. I think he's really genuine. I don't think immediately he'll stick with Liberty. I think he'll try and explore his options. But he reminds me of the couple from the Australian one. The massive guy that was in that was with the funny girl. Eden. He reminds me of Eden. So Eden and Erin were a couple. She was this tiny little blonde girl, and he was this massive, massive guy with tattoos and stuff. And he reminds me of him. And they, like, once they're settled, they're just very much like, yeah, don't need anyone else. And I think if him and Liberty settle down, I think like that could be something really, really cute. Like a little bit Molly May, Tommy Fury vibes. Ooh, I like that. Like obviously he'll be like, oh, could my head turn? But then he'll be like, no, do you know what? I like Liberty. And that's what I want for him. And for me. Kaz, I love Kaz. She's so beautiful. I think she's absolutely incredible. I really, really love Kaz. I will say, I did make a tweet saying how incredibly sad it is that on Love Island, the black girl is always picked last. And to the point now where the black women that go on the show are not even stepping forward really anymore, because they have like a subconscious fear of being rejected. Which is true. Like, just pick contestants whose types aren't blue hair, blonde eyes, Caucasian, please. Like, have a bit of range, you know? But I love Kaz. I think she's absolutely incredible. She's my favourite. Well, she's one of my favourites. I think she's going to do really, really well. And I'd love for her and Toby to become a proper thing, because I actually think once his eyes stop wandering, they'll be a hella cute couple. Oh my god, and she's so stunning as well. She's absolutely brilliant. I think she's funny, I think she's goofy, I just think she's great. She's a 26-year-old fashion blogger, I can see that. Everything she wears is on point, like her outfits, I'm just like, give them to me, but with your body. Yeah, I think she's absolutely brilliant. I'd like to see her near the final, if not winning it. She's not my favourite, but I'd like to see her in the final because I think she's really nice. Next is Brad. I don't rate Brad at all. 26-year-old labourer. He is so stunning. He looks like Zac Efron. Let's be real. His personality is... it is what it is. So when he kisses Chloe as the person he fancies the most, and kisses Faye as the person he fancies the least, that is so disrespectful. He is 100% one of those boys that does stuff in front of his friends to try and make them laugh, and then be after like, oh, sorry about that, just because he wants to look cool in front of everyone. And that's exactly why he did it, so that everyone would laugh and be like, oh, well, I told you so. And then afterwards, like, oh yeah, really sorry. Firstly, you don't find her the least attractive. You matched up with her because you find her attractive. There isn't chemistry there because she doesn't fancy you, and your ego's been hurt. So you said you find her least attractive when you obviously don't, because she was the one you picked out of everyone when you could have literally picked anyone. They all would have been fine. So yeah, that was a lie. Next of all, Chloe and Faye are very similar, so how can you find one attractive, one unattractive? And surely you would go, like the other girl said, like go for one of your friends for least attractive because you're not attracted to them. But you was 100% attracted to Faye, so why lie? Yeah, that for me was just like a, oh, he's one of those, is he? Very disappointed because I thought he was going to be really fun, and now I'm just like, oh, I'm over it. Yeah, your looks are good, but they're only going to get you so far in life. Actually, they're going to get him very far in life, let's be honest, but I didn't like that at all. I thought it was very rude and pretentious, and yeah, not a bit of me. Chloe. Next up is Chloe. So she's a 25-year-old financial services marketing executive, whatever that means. So she was sent into Love Island as the villain, let's be honest. Everyone knew, because of what she said about always liking a married man, stuff like that, everyone knew instantly they weren't gonna like her. I have to say, I really like her. I was expecting to be like, oh, and her initial voice note was so cringe, like, hi boys, I'm waiting for you to come on a date. That was very cringe, but to be fair, the producers probably told her to speak like that. But I actually like her. Like, she couldn't help that Shannon went home because of her. She had to pick who she had a vibe with the most. And yeah, I think she seems quite decent to me. I think she's gonna be quite funny. I never really disliked her. I don't know enough about her yet. I feel like she won't be a girl's girl, but I don't feel like she's gonna go about it in a completely nasty way. So yeah, I don't really mind Chloe at all, to be honest. I think she's quite funny. I like her laugh. She does just love it. I just think she's funny. I like laughing at her. So yeah, I don't mind Chloe. Toby next. Toby is a 22-year-old semi-pro footballer. Yes, I like Toby as long as he treats Kaz okay. I do not see him in this villa with anyone else now. I have exclusively, in my mind, married them up. Again, I hope he's not one of those Casamore ones that goes away and comes back with another partner, because that would break my heart to see her upset. I couldn't deal with it. I like him. Again, he's not my favourite. I think he's going to come out of his show a bit more and start to be a bit funnier. Like when they went on the date, he was actually quite funny then, because I haven't really seen too much of him. So yeah, I think eventually he's going to come out of his shell, but at the minute, he is just Toby being Toby. But I think he's cool, and I think he's nice as well. And I just want him to treat Kaz okay, because she's so cute. Lastly is Faye. Faye has been my favourite from day 0, actually. Before they even went in the villa, I always said, I love you, Faye. I think she's absolutely incredible. She's a little bit Liv, she's a little bit Maura, she's just like a mixture of all of them, but she's hilarious. Like, when she confronted Brad about what he'd done, she was open, she was honest, she was not scared at all to say what was going on or to say what was on her mind. She was straight up to it, and she was like, yeah, no, it's fine. And he went, yeah, you sleep on the edge of the bed anyway. And she went, yeah, because I don't like you. I love that. I love that from her. I love the sass. I love the energy. I love that she's going to bring the drama to the show whenever a boy mugs anyone off. I think not just herself, any of her friends, if a boy mugs them off, I think she's going to be like, I don't think she'll actually hit them, but I think she'll give like hitting energy that makes their egos bruised, which is exactly what she did yesterday. Like all the comments she was making, like if you need that extra ½ inch, that's good for you. I can tell you needed it. Absolutely amazing. I love her personality. Katie Price vibes. So see, like the stare thing she does, and like the slow blink, that's what Katie Price does. It really reminds me of her. But I really like Katie Price as well. So yeah, it's just brilliant. I'm so happy. I really like Faye. I want her to be in the final. And yeah, total Liv vibes. I'm hoping that if like she couples up with someone, like Liv and Chris coupled up, and then they would do something wrong and they would just argue. I hope that happens. Not to make her unhappy, because I think she's going to be so fun in an argument. Like, you know, when Maura went like, I think it's going to be like that, and I really rate her for that. She is, by the way, 26-year-old lettings manager. So yeah, those are my initial thoughts on the Love Island cast. Like I say, it's still early days, so don't know too much about them, about who I'm going to like, who I'm not going to like. Only concern I really have at the minute is if the boys go to Castamore or mug off the girls, but it is early days. I expect half of these couples are going to be very, very different in a week's time, which is when I'm probably going to film the next one, maybe. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Please let me know down below who you like the most from the villa, who you like the least from the villa, and why. Why do you like that person the most? Why do you get weird vibes from this person? Who do you think is going to win? Have you put any bets on, or am I just too obsessed? Let me know. I love it so much. It's actually on right now and I'm missing it to film this video, which is making me stressed, so I'm gonna go and watch Love Island! All for one, guys, and one for all. Peace! Now I'm obsessed with Love Island, and I literally thought to myself, what better video to film than me discussing my... So I'm literally obsessed with Love Island, so I thought to myself, what better So I'm literally in love with Love Island. What am I trying to say?